Let's get to some breaking news. A Maryland judge ordered that the man mistakenly deported to an El Salvador prison be returned to the United States by Monday night. Earlier today, Kilmar Abrego Garcia's wife spoke after the rally, saying thank you to everyone who supported her husband.
I want to say thank you to everyone that has helped us, that has supported us in fighting this, and we will continue fighting for Kilmar, for my husband.
CBS News Department of Justice reporter Jake Rosen joining us live now. Jake, what are your key takeaways from this hearing?
Well, there were a couple. The first of which is that by midnight on Monday, this man, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, will need to be returned back into the United States. This is the first time of all of these back and forths over these students who have been deported, or in the Venezuelan migrant case that we've been covering, where there's been talk of potentially returning people from this El Salvadoran supermax prison. This time, a judge in Maryland just up the road from here has ordered his return. She found that during the hearing today, which basically had no opposition from the government, she found that there was definitely a proven lack of law enforcement basis to even have detained him in the first place. The government provided no documentation that there was a new active warrant to deport him again. She said that any claims of the government that he was part of MS-13 were not really viable in her court of law because there was no criminal conviction or indictment of him. It was just an immigration judge's finding. And she said that the Trump administration's lack of evidence across the entire case, and even admission that this deportation was accidental or as part of a, quote, administrative error, she said that she felt compelled to order his return.
So if that's the judge's orders, then what was the Department of Justice's argument to keep him in that prison?
Well, it was striking because the Department of Justice attorney who argued in this case actually had no argument on many of these points. He made a brief argument that this case should be heard elsewhere because obviously Mr. Garcia was being held in this prison. But he admitted right off the top of the hearing today that the government made a mistake in deporting him, and 3 times at least blamed the government for not providing him evidence in court that he could actually produce any more arguments on this case on the government's behalf, that maybe they had no way to bring him back, which the judge shot down. And even the attorney admitted that because we know in other court cases that there have been at least 9 people brought back from this prison, despite the government saying earlier this week in a court filing that there was no way to bring Mr. Abrego Garcia back, that she felt that she was compelled to do so. The government attorney actually admitted and asked for 24 hours before the judge made her decision. Obviously, the judge did not listen and issued her ruling tonight, but he asked for 24 hours to go back to the government to ask them to release this man back to the U.S. custody so that the judge didn't even have to submit the order. So certainly a striking moment where in many of these Department of Justice cases, there's simply been a staunch and stubborn government response in any of these court hearings that we've been covering, over 180 now. This was the first time I've seen a government attorney express sympathy for someone who's at such the critical juncture of being sent to that supermax prison, but admitting right off the bat that there needs to be some kind of remedy here.
All right, so Jake, let's talk about another case that I know that you're tracking. We're talking about the deportation case regarding a Tufts resident student accused of supporting Hamas. What's the latest in that case?
Well, there was a hearing yesterday in the case of this Tufts student. She's a Fulbright scholar named Rumeysa Ozturk. She was being held in different ICE custody places around New England before the government officially transferred her to Louisiana. The government said that any future court proceedings should happen in Louisiana because that's where she's being detained. They also argued that for a dismissal of the case, saying that they had a right to be doing what they're doing with her in terms of detaining her and looking to deport her. A judge found that because she was in Vermont as part of kind of a zigzag through New Hampshire, Vermont, and Massachusetts, that the case needed to be moved from Massachusetts there, but that there was a firm order, and it has continued today until the judge's further notice, that this student will not be deported out of the United States as court proceedings continue to play out.
All right, Jake Rosen. Jake, thank you so much.